Hi Aquarius, welcome. I'm doing something a little different today, so bear with me. I practiced this for a while and I was pretty amazed. And one of the signs I practiced with was you. Anyway, getting out some letters and me trying to come up with something that makes sense. And that could take me a few minutes, so I will either put this on pause or make it go in hyperspeed or something. But I wanted you to definitely see the letters I got out so you can, take part in this with me. I'm going to do it on my end, and hopefully you can do some on your end. You might come up with something totally different than me, right? That applies. So I'm going to get out around 10 of them. And of course, no, I don't look. We have an A, a B, better not be a C, okay. An S, I, S, oh dear, we need some consonants, don't we? J, and an N. Well, we'll see what we can make out of this. So it's going to take me a few minutes to do this, all right? Maybe you could spend some time looking at these too to see what you come up with. And it could be names of people, it could be states, it could be foods you like, things you want to do, anything at all that applies to you, okay? Oh, one more thing. Only take what resonates with you, please. Because this could have meaning for a very select group. I'm hoping it will have meaning for a broader group. But the important part is to only take with you what resonates. And this is only one aspect of the reading, okay? Okay, I'll be right back. Here's what I've come up with, and you have some really good letters. Can make quite a few things. Like right here, I have bus, sales, and Gina. Going right this way. This is because you have bus, which is a mode of transportation. Sales, if you're sailing, that's a mode of transportation. Gina, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but I was also including spelling phonetically. Okay, to get the most out of this that we can. So it could be a person that you know, but the point here is it looks like travel, right? Going somewhere, having a destination, and potentially meeting somebody or having somebody go with you that you know, all right? And if you look at here, and I hope you do take the time to do this because there is a meaning here for you. It could be, us, right? Bail. I would hope not, at least if it comes to jail, but bailing somebody out. You could be taking a bus to go bail somebody out. But that's what this is all about, is to try to maneuver this in a way that makes sense to you, okay? So let's go ahead and get some cards. And I would love to know what you think. If you see anything, and of course you would know more than me, it's your life. Like say, if you know somebody by the name of Lynn, right? I would love to know if you come up with something. And I mentioned this in the last video, and I think it's kind of important to mention. Divination doesn't just have to come from tarot cards. I'm sure it's one of the older ways, and it's probably the most common, but it can come from anything, right? And this is a good example. Okay, so let's get a few oracle cards, and then we're going to get some tarot, see what comes up. But so far, with what I came up with, it looks like there might be travel of some sort. It could be, going on a vacation. It could be moving. Okay, you have the card that talks about reflection. which is saying, you know what, kind of what you're putting out there has a meaning to you. It's reflecting back to you either how you are, maybe, you know, what you need. You see something and you think, well, I didn't really care much for that. And then you start thinking about it and say, oh, I do that. You know, that kind of a situation. Or it could be the opposite. I love being around them. They're so fun. And then you stop and think, well, I do that too. You know what I mean? So, do take this into consideration. And here you have growth, which is beautiful. So it looks like by you taking notice of how your behavior, who you are, is a reflection, it's going to help you to be able to grow. Beautiful. Okay, now let's get a few of these very interesting tea leaf cards. See what they would like to share. Uh-oh. This one comes out way too much. Parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay? And the way I feel about that is, so what? If somebody wants to gossip about you, you know, they're going to gossip about you regardless. You know, it'd be a word of caution. Don't go around telling people your secrets that you don't totally trust, right? But even if you don't, they'll make something up. If they want to gossip about you, they're going to gossip. And here you have compliments from an admirer. So if you tie these two together, be careful about this, right? Somebody could be complimenting you just to get you to open up so they can gossip about you. But it doesn't have to be that at all. They might not be related. Maybe you have some true compliments coming in. Here you have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. And I would say it would be this person, if they are there. Beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, you have sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start, which would fit in over here really well. And if you also notice, the two problematic cards were the first cards. At the bottom of the decks, that's where all the good stuff is. So it might be saying, initially, you're going to need to deal with a few issues. But it's all going to turn out wonderfully. Okay? Now let's get a little bit of tarot. So yeah, I would love to know if you go through that and you come up with something that really fits in well with you. And if you have the time and desire, I would love it if you would put a comment up here, because this is something, you know, outside the norm a little bit. But like I said, when I practiced it, I was pretty amazed. And I didn't want to put anything like this up until I spent a little bit of time with it. Okay, let's see what we have. High Priestess. This is telling you that you need to go in and use your intuition and your psychic gifts, because all the answers that you're looking for lie within you, which would fit with this beautifully. Okay? And we have the King of Pentacles, another wonderful energy. The King of Pentacles is very caring, which is something I love about him. But this is also the energy of having the Midas touch. You know, you get this great idea and you go forward with it, and it's like it turns to gold, right? Lots of potential opportunity there for you to get something started that's really going to benefit you. Okay, let's get another card. Wonderful. The Ace of Wands. A new beginning, something that you're really passionate about. Love it. All right, we have one here. Another wonderful energy. The Queen of Wands, and I do like her. She's very passionate. She's attractive. She goes for what she wants. And she tends to get it, you know. And she's unafraid to speak up and be heard. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is saying you need to make for sure that you are being true to yourself. It's really important. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, this is the Hangman energy, where you might have questions and you need to go within because you want answers to these questions, and the answers lie within you. All right? So let's take a look here and see what we have. Something to mention again, your first cards were the problematic cards. The cards on the bottom were the answers. So that would say to me up here that what you're starting out with could be a bit of a challenge. But what you end up with is going to be great. Okay? And here, use your intuition, creating something, you know, where you're very caring, but is going to be lucrative, and bringing in this brand new start. And here you have the Queen, same kind. Wands, passion, something that you're very passionate about. But in order to do this, right, you have to be true to yourself. This could also be referring to these up here. You know, somebody trying to ruffle your feathers, right? Maybe do something that's not totally kosher. It could be either or both. And here it's saying all your answers lie within. Go within. They'll be answered for you. Okay, now I have this die. Let's see what it would like to share. You have 15, so you're going to add that up to be 6. And what 6 is about is love, nurturing, balance, responsibility, caring, protective, community-oriented, but really the big ones are love and nurturing. So I can see that, you know, in here for sure. And going for your passion is going for something that you love. So I'd say this is really, really good. There could be travel here, remember? And, you know, like I said, spelling phonetically, you could have gin. And abs, right? You can make a lot with this. You could have LA, which would be, you know, of course, Los Angeles or maybe Louisiana. I'm not sure how they, I think, isn't it LA, Louisiana? Or it could talk about the music scale. I mean, there's so much that this could be interpreted as. So let's get a few cards from the universe to see what they would like to share. Now, something I find kind of interesting throughout this is this, the way I put it together. You have bus, sails, you know, modes of transportation, and a person. But I really don't see anything about traveling in here at all, unless this image, right? Or even when it says new ventures, a fresh start. Maybe that's where the traveling comes in. Okay, let's see what the universe would like to share. Brand new beginning. And amazingly, it's the very same one, the Ace of Wands. So that's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. Okay? So it looks like you're going to have some sort of a new beginning, one that you're really passionate about. So that's awesome. Oh, and then just in case you haven't noticed, the way I'm doing the readings this time, I'm just being me. I'm just being more informal, relaxed. I wanted to just have a good time with you. Not saying I don't other times, because I do. And I try to be very informative. But this time I just wanted to relax and be, you know, having a good time. And still being informative. Okay. Look at this. Another duplicate. The High Priestess. So it's the same thing. You know, the universe, the thing I meant what I said. Here, you need to use your intuition and your psychic gifts to really help you to go forward. Because you know what to do. And even here at the end, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman, which is saying go in and use your intuition, your wisdom. You both have wisdom. Intuition. And here, it could be for many reasons. But it could be, you know, how to go forward. This is definitely about, you know, what's going on in your life and how to go forward with it. Okay, here we go. Fabulous. Love this. 10 of Cups. This is where you and the people that you truly care about are going to be very happy. And so you have this new beginning, right? The way to achieve this new beginning is by taking a look at how you are, what you're putting out there, right? Grow from that. And here, I wouldn't let that bother you. Just be aware of it, you know, that it could come into play. And here are wonderful oracle cards. Compliments from an admirer. Who wouldn't like that? The new creative ideas, new adventures, and a fresh start. Here you have these 2 fresh starts. Now, this one, like I said, could either be the problem children up there, or it could be that you need to be true to yourself. And I personally think it's probably both. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is all about wanting to start something new. So you have the Page of Pentacles, and here, graduated all the way up to the King of Pentacles. Pretty quick change. And bus, sales, Gina. But, you know, put that any way that applies to you. And love and nurturing. Let's close this out with a charm. And I would love to know, you know, if any of this has a meaning to you, for you. If you like this more relaxed sort of way of doing things, expect miracles. Love it. Okay. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for spending time with me. Talk to you soon. Much love. Bye.